to put your cock and all that.
Let it be, cousin.
You can play the gesture if you wish, but hold your tongue before my betrothed.
Season 2 of House of the Dragon will feature some of the first large-scale battles in the Civil War known as the Dance of the Dragons, and the trailers for the upcoming season of the series have already shown us there will be changes from the book to the show in terms of what actually went down on the battlefield. One of the characters who will make an unexpected appearance in a battle sequence is Baela Targaryen on her dragon, Moondancer. Moondancer was mentioned among the ranks of dragons on Rhaenyra's side, but she was described as too small to bear a rider into battle. However, Baela is a determined young woman, and in a cutscene from Season 1, she tells her grandmother that she is a warrior, like her mother and Rhaenys herself, and she will fight for their queen. So, her capabilities when flying into battle in Season 2 may be uncertain, and could potentially cause more issues than advantage in the long run. During Aegon's coronation, Rhaenys Targaryen escaped from King's Landing with her dragon, MacLeod, by bursting through the floorboards of the dragon pit during the ceremony. She killed many in the process, but resisted the opportunity to end the High Towers right then and there with dragon flame. She rushed to Dragonstone to inform her niece of the death of her father, King Viserys, and of the Greens usurping her throne. Daemon Targaryen does not entirely trust Rhaenys, and questions why she didn't kill the Greens while she had the chance. Rhaenys felt it was not her war to start, but she and Daemon have a rocky history, and she doesn't trust him either. In the trailer for Season 2, Daemon tells Rhaenys that they are going to King's Landing, followed by,
"Make it a son for a son."
Daemon is responsible for hiring Mysaria to arrange the blood and cheese incident, and it appears he will take Rhaenys along with him to make the preparations. Rhaenys and her husband Corlys Velaryon especially loved their grandson Lucerys, so they will undoubtedly be heartbroken over his death and eager for revenge on the Greens, which will add to any feelings of dissatisfaction she carries for not killing them at the coronation, which would have prevented Luke's death anyways. However, between the humiliation of his coronation being interrupted and then the blood and cheese incident, Aegon is more than ready for revenge on his aunt. One of the first major battles in the Dance of the Dragons takes place at Rook's Rest between Aegon, Aemond, and Rhaenys. Rhaenys and her dragon MacLeod are fearsome, but they're no match for Vhagar, especially when Sunfyre is there for backup. This may be where Baela and Moondancer decide to step in. Because this is a change from the books, we don't know exactly why Baela might be nearby, but Sir Criston Cole is also present at the Battle of Rook's Rest, and the trailer shows Moondancer chasing an armored Sir Criston across an open field. It seems pretty unlikely that Rhaenys is aware of Baela and Moondancer being at Rook's Rest, so her presence in the battle may ultimately have disastrous effects. Baela may think that she can help her grandmother against Aegon and Aemond, but her bravery may be nothing more than foolhardiness, and Rhaenys may try to protect her in the midst of battle and get herself killed in the process. Or Baela may see the fight between her grandmother, the prince, and King Aegon, and she may go for revenge in the aftermath. What could be incredibly interesting is the idea of Baela attacking Aegon in his moment of triumph against Rhaenys, interrupting his glory with her own revenge, just as her grandmother did at his coronation. What if Baela swoops in, and she is responsible for wounding Sunfyre and injuring Aegon? The king suffered grievous wounds at Rook's Rest, which included being burned so severely that his armor melted into his flesh. He was forced into solitude for healing after this battle, only permitting his mother Alicent into his chambers to see him. He dulled his pain with milk of the poppy, and his brother Aemond served as his regent at this time. Now, the future for Baela and Aegon's story is just beginning. but I do want to remind everyone of the scene back in Season 1, Episode 8, of Aegon attempting to seduce Baela, which led to her nearly attacking him once the fight between Jace and Aemond had broken out. Aegon took that moment to corner and harass Baela even more while he had a distraction. Baela can defend herself, and she most definitely has the Targaryen warrior spirit, and to be perfectly honest, Aegon is like super into it. Aegon is a gluttonous king. Growing up as the eldest son of King Viserys, he enjoyed all the benefits of being a prince without the responsibility of being the heir. He loves to drink, to sleep with all manner of women, particularly the lower born, and he gambles and frequents the fighting pits in Flea Bottom. He has fathered illegitimate children, and he's all around just a terrible person. And no one ever tells him no because he is Aegon Targaryen. Who could say no to a king? Well, there's one person who's told him no. Baela.
No, there's absolutely nothing I can say about Aegon why he should be king. He shouldn't.
Baela is a strong Targaryen woman. Aegon is the exact opposite of the kind of man she is attracted to. She has no interest in the man he is or the king he could be. She is loyal to Queen Rhaenyra and will fight for her family. Even Rhaenys told Aegon no, but that sounds like a challenge to the ears of a dragon lord. You all are going to hate me for this theory, but I really think that Aegon is totally in love with Baela. It's definitely not a healthy kind of love. Think Jafar and Princess Jasmine, or Gaston and Belle. A villainous crush. Baela could not be farther from interested, but Aegon will become obsessed with her, especially the more she despises and rejects him.
The girl, Aegon, the one you sent fleeing from your company.
Oh, it was just harmless fun. She didn't need to go get upset about it.
Without giving away too many spoilers for the future of the story, the plot between Aegon and Baela thickens as the Dance of the Dragons progresses. Baela becomes a powerful pawn for Aegon to bargain with against her family, and a prisoner to torment for his own delight. Even their dragons are named Sunfyre and Moondancer, so there is definitely some poetic symmetry going on between them. Their potential romance even reflects Aegon the Conqueror's own complex relationship with his warrior sister-wife Visenya, so Aegon may believe that he can recreate the three heads of the dragon with a second wife like Baela, while Helena reflects Rhaenys, the dreamer. Yes, I believe it was Rhaenys' dream, but that's a story for another day. The inclusion of Baela in the battle at Rook's Rest provides more to her own personal storyline, which felt shortened in Season 1, but also adds exponentially to the complicated love-hate relationship between Baela and Aegon that was already established in Episode 8.
I regret the disappointment you're soon to suffer. But if you ever wish to know what it is to be well satisfied, all you have to do is...
But those are just my thoughts, so let me know yours in the comments below. Be sure to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Jace.
Why? How was that?
Just dweeb.
Okay.
Dweeb. Don't care about his opinions on anything.
Do you know how the act is done? I assume. At least in principle.